Hi you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today I am super excited to be introducing you guys to Beach Bum yarn. So this is our second Dyer Spotlight. I did make these purchases 100% on my own. I reached out to Gina, who is the genius mastermind behind Beach Bum Yarns, to ask what she would like to share about herself. I was very drawn personally to her unusual usage of color. So when we get into the mini skein, you will probably understand just a little bit more what I mean by slightly unusual, but she is a very textural dyer. The dimension she creates, yeah, I am a brights girl. I love brights. I always say my favorite neutral is gray, but when you're doing a lot of brights dyeing, you have to create dimension. Otherwise, something can become very flat in effect. So when I see somebody who is creating that kind of dimension, it does really excite the bones just a little bit for me. So it was very unsurprising when, in sharing about herself, she did share that she did go to art school. She does paint abstract art. It comes out in her dyeing. She says she's not a technical dyer. She dyes based on what she's thinking, feeling, and what she's trying to get. She does say she enjoys using black speckles because it creates that dimension, which I 100% agree. But she does not just use the black speckles. So this is Unicorns Are Real. This one is Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper, which 100% nailed the Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper. And I did get the Boombox Mini from her that I saw being shared by the Crazy Sock Lady. And let's see if I can get this open without tearing my little box here, because I'm kind of in love with the box. Ay, ay, ay. The name of the mini set here is Boombox Kit. We'll just prepare this too. But one of the things I noticed, especially with the Boombox Kit, I know a number of you guys are kind of the same general age as me. Some of y'all a little older, some of y'all a little younger, but I don't know if you guys remember how many things used red to create contrast and trimming in the late 90s or late 80s, early 90s. But the fact that she picked up on that and saw that and then chose red as the solid for this mini set absolutely just tickled me. That's one of those weird things that I remember, and I remember that weird red trim everywhere, or like tags would be red on things. So you'd have these neons with red tags. You also, you know, just like the Saved by the Bell kind of thing, where you have like the accent color is red instead of just black or gray or white. So red being used as the neutral, it's something I remember just visually as a kid growing up. So I thought that was just very exciting and very special. It's weird. I know it's a weird thing to obsess about, but that's kind of how my brain is. But you also see that here in the Unicorns Are Real, you don't have as much of the dark speckling, but you do have that little flash of red in there. And it does, once again, just create a little bit of grounding with all the vibrancy. I love it. It's a me thing. I know. I love it though. She did kind of get into my feels just a little bit, and I could feel my little heart just growing. So her father used to call her a beach bum because she is in love with the beach and grew up being in love with the beach. And she decided to carry on that legacy of love and support when she named her company. And I think that is just absolutely precious. I'm so glad she shared that, because that's just one of those, you know, it's as an artist, finding love and support, sometimes it can be hard. And when people don't understand you or understand what you're doing, it's kind of hard for them to dive in and support you. And the fact that her father did, and she has now gone on to name her company after that love and support, I think that's just sweet. There was something else. She's been dyeing yarn for 9 years. She did mention that. So this isn't a new venture at this point. I kind of like to go back and look at other things that she's dyed now, just knowing where she is now as a dyer. Kind of the evolution of what it is that she's doing. She says, I'm very fond of neon colors. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, eye-popping colors are a huge influence. I'm also addicted to black speckles. I don't think we could tell. I don't think we could tell that whatsoever. But I wanted to make sure that I introduced you guys. I don't want to just do like yarn shares, but also the companies and the people behind the dyeing. Because like I said in the first dyer spotlight that we did with Moose and Merino, this is an art form in and of itself. And to me, the story behind the inspiration and the story behind where a person is now in that art form, apart from where we're going to take their art to create our own art, I think it's important to know. And I think it's important to start building and developing relationships or knowledge base of who it is that we're purchasing our art from. So I want to get in here and kind of share more of the yarn. So in the boombox set, we have the sky, which reminds me, there's a moon picture that was really popular in the 80s and early 90s. And this one just reminds me of that for some reason. Because the highlight on the moon is that highlighter color. We do have the red that is the solid or grounding piece. As I just got done making those atomic lemonade socks, you guys know that I am totally into the highlighter yellow right now. This is another one that just makes me think of the Lisa Frank. This one makes me think of the teddy bear, actually, for some reason. Even though there's no like denim blue in there, it does make me think of the teddy bear. And then this one is just on fire. I kind of want a whole hank of just this yarn alone. It's like if you took like a iris or something and put a filter on it for day glow. Love it. But the fact that it was in the little boombox box and everything, it was so cute. And it did come with a stitch marker. Sticking with our theme here. So we know what I'll be using for my progress keeper with these yarns. Like I said, this one is Unicorns Are Real. So we have a bluish gray wash over the yarn. And then we have a combination of streaking and speckling to create the texture here. Definitely one of the dyers where you can tell there is art school behind them. Me, it's just, you know, oh, I like these together. Let's throw them together. There's no grounding or anything else that goes along with it. This is the Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper, which once again, dead on for the inspiration there. Especially with our little blue end down here. And I love, once again, just that blended in texture there. And I like how we got the, once again, that wash. I love a good wash tone that kind of creates that tonal in the background. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed getting to know Beach Bum Yarns. I hope you guys go check out her link down below. There are some pretty special things there to be checked out. And if you are into color and color with texture, I have to say, she kind of nails it. So I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you. Please take care of yourselves as always. Bye, you guys.